Welcome to X3 Quick Tips.
Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to go through the timecode parameters on the Cantar X3 and I'm going to show you how to jam the X3 from an external timecode device and also from its internal time clock and talk about some of the different modes and how it is that they work. So to start, we're going to keep the front right crown in the 4 o'clock position, which is the audio and timecode parameters, and then I'm going to move top to bottom, starting with the first parameter, which is the LTC out generator. This is very simple, as you can choose off or on, with 2 ons, one being with playback timecode and the other without playback timecode. So off means that the timecode or LTC will not be outputting out of the 5-pin LEMO jack. And in the on position with playback timecode means that when you are in playback mode, the timecode from the recorded file will output. And then on with the playback timecode off simply means that you will always have continuous record timecode coming out of the LEMO 5 output. Next is LTC level. LTC or longitudinal timecode is embedded with an audio signal by its nature. So it's possible to under or over modulate that to an external device when jamming. So by selecting low, medium, or high can help you with that. Next is the LTC rate, also known as frame rate. You can choose 24, 25 for European formats, obviously 29.7, 30, and 23.98 and 29.97 drop and non-drop. And notice here in 23.98 and 29.97, you've got mode A, B, and C. The Cantar recommends that you actually choose mode C when using one of these 2 modes. Next is the timecode source. You can actually choose external or internal. And to start, we'll just work with internal. So when we go over to that function, you'll see how that works later. Next is timecode user bits, where we can actually choose from 5 different settings. One is hexa by user, where in the next take settings, you can actually physically enter your own user bits. Hexa by LTC input, which takes the user bits from an external sync box device. Tape reference can also auto-populate from that field either in hexa or ASC2 format. And then you have date BCD, which is the date format, which is day, month, year, and then 2 zeros. Next is the timecode fudge, where you can choose to offset your timecode by 60 milliseconds. It's recommended you keep this in the off position unless you have a specific reason for doing so. And then finally, we have set operator timecode and also set record run timecode. What I like about this specific feature is that once you choose the hour that you want to choose by simply pressing OK, it actually auto jams the Cantar X3, eliminating an extra step or menu. We can also do the same for set record run. As you can see here, by pressing OK, now we are automatically in record run timecode. This may be common in music workflows and just want to know the runtime of the music, or maybe in workflows where you're triggering external cameras, such as live recording workflows. However, in narrative workflows, it's not that common. But it is important to know that if you drop in a record here, that the timecode will run while recording. And when you drop out of record, the timecode stops. Once you resume timecode recording, it will actually advance 2 frames just to give you a little bit of space. And you don't have to worry about pre-record times either, because that will not affect the record runtime. Also, it's worth noting that if you power off and on the Cantar, it's going to prompt you to move to the next hour to help you avoid overlapping of the record runtime. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do is jam the X3 from the internal clock. Before I do so, it's important to understand that the X3 has 2 clocks. It has an internal battery clock, and then it actually has an internal timecode clock with a very high accuracy. So what we're going to do is we're going to jam the timecode clock in the X3 from the internal clock. So to do so, we'll press and hold Shift and then press F3. Once you do that, it's going to give you a menu that says, do you want to jam system time? I'm going to press OK, and then it prompts me that the jam has been requested and the system jam is OK. Also here, you'll notice on the timecode menu that it has updated to be now sync timecode, or STC, and the I means it's internal and it is green, which means we are jammed. Now the Cantar will run in a standard free run mode and will run on the frame rate that we've selected, which in this case was 24 frames. It will be necessary to rejam the Cantar, however, if you do power off and on, especially for extended periods. So just know that when using this mode. So as you can see here, when I drop in a record in this mode, the time code will keep running continuously, and this is common for standard narrative workflows. When we stop, you'll also notice that the time code still continues to run. Now let's take the crown back to the 4 o'clock position, which is the audio and timecode parameters. And now we're going to choose the timecode source to be the external LTC. Now we'll go back to the test position in 10 o'clock. Now the Cantar is actually being controlled by a master timecode generator, which is going to be the Betso TC-X2 here. And we can see that because it's indicated by the LTC. Okay, now that we're running with an external timecode device, I'm going to show you how to jam the X3 to the external master device here, which is our Betso TC-X2. To do so, we'll simply press and hold down F3. By doing so, it's going to say, do you want to jam external LTC timecode? I'm going to press OK for yes, and the LTC jam is requested. And then as you can see, it has successfully taken the jam from the external device and shows us the frame rate. Now you'll notice that the timecode device has updated to an E for external timecode device, and we are still on LTC mode. Next, I'm going to show you what happens if you actually disconnect your external device from the Cantar X3. The first thing you're going to notice here is that the timecode seconds have stopped running. So that'll be your first indication of a problem of the X3 not receiving timecode from an external device. If you drop the system into record, you're going to get a warning that says jam failed, no LTC. So now we'll go ahead and reconnect the device and initiate the jam again by holding down F3 and then press OK. And now it says external jam OK. Now the system is re-jammed and ready to go.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell for more X3 Quick Tip videos.